What's up, man? I'm Adam. Welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, I'm going to compare two great fragrances that I had a hard time trying to choose from, but I ended up getting the other, even though I had the other. Kind of don't make sense. It don't matter. You'll understand as soon as you see. It's the Terre Eau de Toilette versus Eau Givrée. My Eau de Toilette is finito, but I can still get a little last spray out of it. I just want to talk to you guys about the different scents and what you can expect from the two. Obviously, if you're thinking about getting either or, they don't smell exactly the same. However, in a brief way of explaining, this one is more summer vibes and this one is just all-rounder, works all the time. So I'm going to talk to you guys about the scents. So I'm going to try to spray the original because there's like nothing left. So it's going to be a real struggle for me. The original will be sprayed on my left hand. Let's see what I can get out of it. Okay, I got a little something. I'm happy. Wow, that opening. You can never mistake that opening, guys. That dirty orange smell, a bit of flinty type of mineral notes, earthiness from that vetiver, and a bit of like benzoin and isoe super type of woods from that original. That's what you really get. So nice. It's light and airy, but it lasts on your skin and clothing. Trust me on this, when it comes to performance, this is no slouch for an EDT. Just so amazing. I love that orange note. It's just so juicy. It makes you want to smile and just go on and be a big boss, big dog with a nice suit and kill the job. That's what that fragrance brings to me. Now, Eau Givrée. Let me spray that on my right hand. Oof, the spray is amazing. Oh man, this type of fragrance, when you spray this, the opening itself definitely sells enough bottles for Hermes to just keep on producing this thing, because the opening is where this is at. Damn, the opening you get is a juicy citron in French, or I should say lemon in English. You get some juniper berry that kind of gives off some type of mineralistic note, but paired with the citron, I don't know, it gives also some type of slight grapefruity vibe. And then you get a nice vetiver, and then when it really dries down, some slight woods. And I think it's mostly the vetiver that carries through all the way to the end. The woods are basically not even existent, but this opening is very strong. I can tell that this is more concentrated because it's an eau de parfum, but it also wears like one on my skin. Especially in the opening, it's very pronounced, it's strong, it performs like an eau de parfum. But because it's way more citrus heavy, it dies off quicker and the longevity kind of suffers, but because of the scent that it is and the cooling effect you get from it, it's perfect for summer. Don't expect crazy longevity. For me, so far, I've had it for a few days now. You get kind of roughly 4 to 6 hours. You can be pushing 8, but it's mostly a skin scent. The full review will be coming, so stay tuned for that. But when it comes to longevity, that is not going to be a strong point. But the scent itself, amazing. Now let me compare the two scents. Where do they differ? The original Eau de Toilette is more earthy. It's more minerally. The orange note kind of fades out quicker. However, you get more of the woods. The woods is what really pushes it to have more longevity, paired with that earthiness from the vetiver and a bit of that mineralistic type of note that can kind of throw people off. And that was one of the things that I struggled with the most when it came with the EDT. However, the new one, Eau Givrée, it's all about the citron. It's all about the lemon. That lemon note is so nice and prominent, very juicy, potent. The first 2, 3, 4 hours, especially the first hour to 2, you will have really good projection and sillage. Like 3 to 4 feet for the sillage. I mean, the projection, basically the same as well. It will project very well. When you will come into a room, they will smell you. They will notice you. However, after the 4 to 6 hour mark, that's when it starts to dry down to more of a skin scent, pushing almost 8 hours, depending on your skin chemistry. When you sweat a little bit, the scent comes alive again. You can get whiffs from it here and there, especially on my collar area. That's the type of places I get more of the scent after the 6 hour mark. Also even in your hair sometimes when you're sweating, which is very interesting. However, on your skin itself, after 6 hours, very much a skin scent. and it can last on its last legs until 8 hours, and then you're basically finished. And when it starts to die down, you start to lose more of the citrus notes. That's when it starts to get really close to the original. At that complete dry down, when you have just a bit of vetiver and almost a bit of woods, but I think it's a juniper that's carrying a little bit the minerally notes, that's when you start to remind yourself of the original Terre d'Hermès. How it doesn't stray too far away from the original DNA. I have to say, they are not the same. They are pretty different. However, they both carry a lot of citruses. That's one of the main notes. The original is more well-rounded for all type of seasons and occasion, but I'm not too sure how the Eau Givrée is gonna fare in the colder months because of the prominent citruses. It seems more like it was very much created for a specific time of the year, which is the summer. Any fragrance can be worn anytime, and that is something I will have to see later on with longer ownership of the fragrance. But the similarity is at the dry down, you start to get both smelling similar because the vetiver is what makes both of them very much alike. That vetiver note is the signature of the Terre d'Hermès series, and that's also what you get in Eau Givrée. It is not as prominent because it's not super earthy, it's more fresh, and the citruses really come in and give it a bit of a kick that makes you want to just jump up a little bit. In comparison to the EDT, the vetiver is paired with some type of benzoin and some woods with a bit of a flinty note, and that minerally note kind of gives off a weird vibe to certain people, but it also has a better longevity. You get 6 to 8 hours usually, and you can even push to 10 hours on your clothing. It will last a good amount of time. So when it comes to longevity, I might just give a little edge to the EDT, but with any of these fragrances, if you're having issues with longevity or performance, double spray everywhere, and it should help you have a bit more time with the fragrance. When it comes to the scent, which one do I prefer? I have to say, Eau Givrée's scent is just a notch above. They really killed it with this scent. Most people will really enjoy Eau Givrée on you, but also just smelling it around. It smells like a very nice lemonade drink when you're really trying to refresh yourself in the summertime. It smells so joyful, so summer-like, and that's gonna make a lot of people enjoy the fragrance. It's very mass appealing in my opinion, and very easy to wear, and also really easy to enjoy, very non-offensive. The EDT also could be non-offensive, but the problem is that earthy and dirty orange facets of the fragrance can kind of make people not want to wear the fragrance or buy it. But in the air, the sillage that it makes is very mass appealing and also easy on people's noses. However, up close, that's what can really deter people away from it. So if I have to say which one you should get for certain occasions, I would say if it's the summer, get Eau Givrée if that's all you want, a citrusy summer scent. But if it's something you want to wear signature all year round, I would recommend the EDT over the Eau Givrée version because the EDT is more versatile. It will work better in the colder as well as the warmer seasons, and also you get a different type of vibe in different conditions. When you're wearing the EDT in a colder environment, you get more of the woods, and it really helps like balance out the citruses and that flinty note. But when you're wearing it in a higher heat, the citruses are more prominent and they last a bit longer. The woods are dyed down and you get more minerally vetiveriness out of the EDT. Eau Givrée is a bit linear, but the thing is that citron note is what changes from very prominent to less prominent, and you get a slight grapefruity vibe, and then it's all juniper, vetiver till the end basically. So if you want summer fresh lemonade, Eau Givrée is for you. You want dirty orange, mineral, woods, EDT is for you. Versatility, suit, anything, this is for you. Classy, summer vibes, summer night, summer day, summer, this is for you. Cooling effect, everything, this is for you. Honestly, if you can get both, I would say get both. This line is amazing. But when it comes just to opening, if you go to any store and you spray one of them on, this will definitely win you over. But when it comes to long term, the masterful masterpiece that the EDT is can also win you over because it's just so timeless and there's so much going on, but it really takes a very developed nose to understand it and to appreciate it. And give it time. Any fragrance you buy, give it time, because you might not enjoy it today, but you might enjoy it tomorrow. And the price of today might be better than the price of tomorrow when the hype makes it go up. So take your chances sometimes and get fragrances as soon as the prices are nice before all the hype comes up. Definitely sample the fragrances if you can, and if you can't, I hope my explanation gave a good justice to these fragrances and helped you on your purchasing decision. Anyways, that was my video. Press a like, comment down below, and please do subscribe. It is much appreciated. Have a great day, night, and evening, and you know the drill.